Come on. Look at here. Sorry, if y'all ain't feeling that, I can't help you. I can't help you. That's a hell of a way to wrap up a Monday. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're doing good. I'm feeling that. Hold on. I'm coming. Oh, Sam and Dave. Good old Sam and Dave. Shit. All right. So what are we doing today? We're doing nachos. We have sailed the high seas of cheese for four streams now. We've got another one, at least another one tomorrow. Yeah, smoky nachos. Gonna do some mojo chicken. Gonna saute some onions with it. Typical nacho toppings, and we're gonna do smoked Colby Jack and smoked pepper jack. So, ought to be pretty fire. We need to start with the chicken, I reckon. No, let's slice some onions first. I'll be right back. There we go. Little onion. All right. Computer, play Spotify. Had several hours of Merry Baby Shark. Got to see both my Twitch babies today. Aw. George, hey, what's going on, George? Welcome in, welcome in. Give me just a second. I'll get over here, unless somebody beats me to it, and I'll get you a shout out. Oh, that channel does exist. There we go. All right, so George's Hot Sauce. If anybody doesn't follow George's Hot Sauce in here, you should. He's a good family man making awesome soul food. Brother, those roast chickens that I saw from you, I think you probably smoked them, right? Or at least did them on a grill or something, because there was 4 of them, and I'd have a hard time believing you roasted 4 of them in a damn oven. Oh, these flies are driving me insane. These cows need to get their shit together and be like, hey, no more flies. Definitely in the smoker. Well, those things look fire for real. Artemis, you can follow me around now. Anyway, so you should totally follow George. A, it's free. B, he's awesome. C, makes great food. What more can you ask for? He does more than that. He does like video games, sports chat and stuff like that. He's a cool dude. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Slice these onions. Let's get to doing that, shall we? There we go. I need to get a magnet strip so I can keep my steel out of the drawer, but whatever. Love some nachos. Hell yeah. Nachos, I think, are kind of one of the ultimate like stoner foods. But god dang, I don't care how much you do or don't smoke, you're bound to love nachos. Like, how could you not love nachos? This onion looks a little sketch. We're gonna have to cut some of this onion out. Good Lord, big old hunk of onion. That's a bummer. And of course, the older the onion, the funkier it is and the more it's going to burn your eyes, so be aware. Oh, you know what? Y'all ain't looking at shit except for my fat gut. Hey, what's up, Lumen? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining again. Just doing some thin slice of onion here. This will just braise in with the chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick these into my big saute pan. It's cold. There's nothing in it right now. There's no heat, no nothing. We're just gonna stick them in there so we ain't got to deal with it right now. Whew. That one was strong. That second one, I cut that second one and my eyes stopped burning. It's just that first one, man. That first one was brutal. All right. You see these yellow tomatoes? These are out of our garden, those yellow tomatoes. They're going on our nachos tonight. Look at this little baby butternut squash. It wasn't getting any bigger, so we pulled it off. Okay, now, let's... Oh, well, squash. Okay. Let's see. You'll even resort to ghetto nachos, cheese and sour cream only. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with nachos that are just cheese and sour cream. Lumen, thank you very much for the welcome back. Also, welcome back to you. George got to sprinkle some diced tomatoes, onion, cilantro, and cheese with that sour cream if possible. Bro, they were out of cilantro. I was so bummed at the store. The chef saying, Luminology is chef saying, I heard Kyle ask you if it was Lumi, but I didn't hear the answer. Give her a list to choose from. Most people say Lumen or Lumi, sometimes Lulu. Anything is fine, cause there aren't many similar names out there. How many streams do you watch simultaneously? Dude, Shayna stays tabbed up on all the homies. Okay, let's make this sauce. Let me go grab a bucket. I say sauce, it's marinade really. Alright, there's a Cambro. There's my squeezer. Limes, oranges. Alright, got the produce back. Boy, that one onion was brutal. My nose is running. All right, so onto the prep board we go. All right. Oh, missed an onion on the back of the knife. So I'm just going to, actually, let's soften these up. So guys, what this does, I know you see people do this all the time, just roll the citrus on the board. What it does is it pops some of those little pockets of the pulp, because pulp is these little tiny pockets of juice, and then to get the juice you squeeze them and rupture those little pockets. This just helps to loosen some of those up and really help you squeeze all of the juice out. I'll just do it on the desk here. I'm going to slide that board out of the way for just a sec. This one's going to be full of juice. This was a huge lime and it was nice and soft. Same thing with these oranges here. Oranges don't press so hard because you can split the peel on an orange just by applying too much pressure to it. I mean, you can with limes too, but it's way harder. Oranges, they're big enough that it doesn't take nearly as much pressure to crush them. All right. Oh, come on. All right, let's see, what are we doing? Just one, you're mobile now that you're off work, but you have Kyle on iPad and another on TV. Currently at 11. 12. Make that 12. Why not? All right. This ain't gonna fit. You really need a bigger juicer for this, but we can make it work. You just have to start it by pressing it inside out with your thumb so that it can take over from there. I have a big juicer, but I can't find the bottom part of it. I was looking for it before the start of stream because I wanted to use it. It's really pretty. It's like hot rod red, huge, one of those stand juicers where you just pull the handle down and it juices the fruit for you. Not powered, just squish. Whoa there. Stop spitting it at me, bro. Put it in the bucket. All right. So, juiced 2 oranges, 2 limes. To that, I'm going to add just a splash of white vinegar. It's probably equal parts orange juice, lime juice, and vinegar. And then, let's see, to that I'm going to add some cumin, some garlic powder, some onion powder, all right, cumin. Cumin's kind of a primary flavor in this, aside from the citrus. So make sure you don't go light on it. There we go. And some onion powder, garlic powder, Somebody wants, no, I mean some fresh cracked pepper. 3 or 4 at work and the rest at home. Try to support everyone you can, but you definitely have your faves. Aw, and I'm one of them. Shayna, you're awesome. I love having you around. I'll be honest, whenever I change the schedule, I worry most that I'll disappoint you. Out of everybody that follows me, I worry most that I'll run you off because you're like, man, this guy can't keep his shit straight. Then a healthy hit of salt there. And then we're gonna water it down. Just some plain old water. There we go. And that's our marinade. This is what we call mojo, basically. There are variations on it that you could do, but that's kind of the primary. It's a good base recipe. All right, so let's hop over to the stove real quick. Yo, what's up? Turn the light on. All right, now take some chicken. Put it up in there. Make sure to agitate your marinade so you don't leave any of the spices behind. And I don't just mean piss it off. Chat, give me just a second. I'll get caught up. I just wanted to get the heat on this chicken so we can get it working. And then we're kind of at a layover, so I will get caught up directly. All right, there we go. And then we'll put the heat on under it, bring it up to a boil at first, but then we'll kick it down to an aggressive simmer. All right, let's check it out. Rack up about 15,000 hours per year. Dang. That's crazy. Got your first 1,000,000 channel points last month? That's awesome. Got a few million on a couple different channels, but you rarely spend them. Can't find my summary thing from last year, but it was a lot. I think they only made that report available at the end of the year, but I'll check. Only saved 4,000 hours modding, but this year will be at least triple that, I'm sure. Shayna is mega mod, by the way. Mary is the only thing that might beat me out sometimes. Aw. Now what if I bribe you with some Tucker? Heckin' yeah, this looks good already. Exactly, right? Like this is gonna be fire. We're gonna make this chicken up, we're gonna let it relax, and then we'll shred it. We're gonna top our nachos with our smoked cheeses. We're gonna chop up some lettuce, avocado, tomatoes, jalapenos, whatever else we can find to throw in the mix. Sour cream for sure. Definitely, we got some Padres hot sauce. Guys, if you don't know about Padres, this is Padres right here. This, bud, you have to fight me to get some of this. This right here is at this point, almost 3-year fermented hot sauce made strictly out of jalapenos grown from my dad's garden. And it is single-handedly the best damn hot sauce I have ever had. And I'm not saying it's the hottest. It's just jalapeno heat. And it's an aggressive jalapeno heat. It's, on par with like Sriracha's jalapeno heat as well. It's maybe a little bit hotter than that. But flavor-wise, dude, this has got it going on. This is so, so, so good. And it's just jalapenos and salt and thyme, like over lots of time. Let's see. Shane has the truth for those points. Shane has got loads of points. I bet Shane has probably got most channel points in my channel for sure. I kind of like the idea of using chopsticks to move shit around. All right, so there you go. There's some fresh citrus mojo. That's how we do that. And then we'll bring that camera back up here for a minute. And we'll just chill with y'all while we wait for the chicken to do his thing. George, how the heck are you, bud? How you been? How was your weekend? You doing anything tomorrow for the 4th? Hey, Artemis, over here. Thanks, pal. Hey, Goaty, what's up? Welcome back, welcome back. Yep, add another round, we're gonna do some nachos. It's another cheesy dish. Well, we got some simmering action going on back here. Let me grab a rag, wipe down my board. We can go ahead and prep up some of this other veg. Yo, Alkaline Thunder, what's up, brother? How you doing? What's up, Thunder Buddy? You can always bribe me with Tucker. His little belly today. You just wanted to give him kisses. He was awesome today. He's really like, that was the first big stream that I've just had. It's been me and him without Puck Bunny to occupy him otherwise, and we did all right. It wasn't too bad. Only a limited time thing. There you go. What's up, Goaty? How you doing? How you doing? Can I get a shout out for P. Goaty in the house, please? Making chicken parm. Word. Oh, well, we got a shout out for Alkaline Thunder too. So, for anybody that doesn't follow Alkaline Thunder, follow him. He is a great variety gamer. He is like legit IRL buddy. I've met him through two of the oldest friends I have. I went to high school with them in Northwest Arkansas, and they just popped up randomly and said, hey, you should check out this streamer, and I was like, okay, let's do it. That was Alkaline, and now we're all Thunder buddies. But anyway, he's good people. You should check him out for sure. I haven't done it yet, Goaty, but it's coming. I gotta wait for that one to time out and do the reset thing. It's coming, Goaty. Oh, what's up? Molly Melly? Or Mal Melly? Undecided. I'm gonna go with Molly Melly because it sounds more reasonable. Welcome in, Molly Melly. Thank you so much for joining my little community here. You are follower number 665. And if you don't know what we do with our followers around here, every 100 followers we do a brand new flavor of ice cream where chat gets to decide the flavor, chat gets to decide any sauces, any mix-ins, anything at all with the ice cream. It's all chat's decision. Solamente hablas poco español. Poco. Lo siento. Solamente inglés. But qué bueno, gracias. Muy bueno. Hambre. Yo soy hambre. That's what I got, man. I'm trying. Big smiles. Let's try. I actually speak a fair bit of Spanish. I can get by in the kitchen, I can order food, and I can get by at a construction site. I can get around Tijuana, like places that speak some English and I speak some Spanish, we can get shit done. It's okay. It's okay. Es todo bien. No problema. Lo siento, yo no hablo. Anyway, there we go. I made an honest effort. Thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for following. Let's see. Can I? So, let's. Un minuto, por favor. ¿Cómo se dice ice cream? Leche de dulce? Frío? No se dice ice cream. 100 followers es nuevo ice cream. Helado, thank you, gracias. Helado, gracias. So yeah, there we go. That's all the Chevy Spanish I got. But thank you for joining, and you're welcome to stick around. And I'm sorry that I can't communicate with you like I can with everybody else. I wish I could. I'm learning, for what it's worth. Let's see. Well, well, eh. Lala, mucho gusto, helado. Sí. Bienvenidos a Casa de los Pores. Yeah, today we're doing chicken nachos. Got some chicken over here braising, or simmering, or whatever you want to call that. There you go. Your wrist hates you for playing Diablo 4. Alright, let me get caught up on the chat. That wasn't me trying to speak broken Spanish. I'm sorry. The tricky but fun part to learning Spanish conversationally is picking up on the slang. Oh, wait, we've got redemptions going on. I think, yeah. Shayna gave me a break. Now we've got to go to London. Oh, this ought to be funny. Speaking English and with a London accent. Here we go. Let's see. Chat pixel helado flavor. That's ice cream flavored ice cream. All right. What's shaking? Mouse hand is on fire every Monday. Discord. Thank you very much for the Discord. Que rico se ve. De esos. ¿Qué es esos? Spanish with a London accent. Yeah, right? Alright, so here we go. Time to set a timer. 5 minutes on the timer. 5 minutes on the clock. We've gone to London. Let's go to London proper. Let's go ahead and bring us back to the main cam. You've seen enough chicken and enough of my terrible posture. Here we are. Esos is... Esos is them. Oh, that's really hard to do in my head. Hold on, that camera's not following me about. Artemis, get yourself in line here. It's time to put yourself in check. Is a lo que estás cooking? Si estás cooking in la cocina. So, alright. That's what we've got. I know. Lo siento, no, yeah. I've apologised as much as I can. I've got to carry on. So, what we do around here, if you're not familiar, if you're uninitiated, unaffiliated, I do live in, this is an 18 and up channel. It was admitted on your way in for sure, but something else we do around here, it is a recreational illegal adult use cannabis state. So I'm an adult, I choose to recreate with cannabis. If that offends your delicate sensibilities, by all means avert your eyes, or if you have any wee ones present, it's okay to dismiss them from the room for a moment. I'll be done in about a minute. Give or take. Shayna, thank you very much for the break. Let's see. Lumen, thank you very much for sending me to London. Right. I don't want to use a blowtorch. Do I have a regular lighter? Yeah, we do. There we are. So, here we go. If you got it like I've got it, cheers, mate. Have you some. Smoke along. Hasta luego. Hasta luego, primo. Lo siento. So here we are. Oh, that's quite nice, it is. Oh, I don't know. Look, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to sit here and smoke weed and just blankly stare. Alright. You gonna go outside? Do you have to go outside? Would you like to go outdoors? Right. Right. So here we go. Now, here we go. Esta la multa. Right. Oi! It's literally in the house. You've got the wrong door. Stupid. Alright, let's go back over here, and then you can stay here, and we'll actually go like that, so you can watch the chickie while we're going. Right, so, now that that's taken care of, no, it's alright.
I mean, it's not jail or anything, but he still busted
You're
out.
smoking and enjoying life offends me. Oregano's legal. Oregano. Oregano's legal. So, that was the timer gone off behind me. What?
Did you need any oregano or anything? Any herbs or anything in the garden?
No, not for this dish. Alright, so that's the time on the accent. So we're back from London. Thank you very much, Lumen, for sending us there. Bags are always packed, ready to go. Bags are packed, we're ready to go. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. John Denver died in a plane crash.
Are you using this camera yet, or right now? Can I show you the pictures?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Sorry if this messes you up. I'll put it back. I'll try.
Let's see. Hey, can you say... I don't know what that... Pills is for my friends.
Chips.
Look at him. Y'all check this out. This is only one of several, but she growing watermelons, y'all. How about this? Yo quiero coger tu pierna. How about that?
All right. But cool, huh? I can't wait.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to play along. I'm trying to look. I've worked in too many bars around too many damn drunk people to be too upset about people just fucking around.
Oh, I don't think I got this one in the picture. Dang it, there's another little one that I'm growing that I moved the line over for, and I can't see it. Dang it. It's right here in front of this one that's hanging.
Cody says, nice melons.
Oh. Thanks, Cody.
While we're doing, hey, what's going on, Ryan Howe? Welcome in.
All right, you'll have to put your thing back on there.
Now,
I'm gonna go.
there is a shout out there, probably, is a shout out for P. Cody. P. Cody's a real G. P. Cody, you do anything besides variety gaming? Are you going to do any food and drink at any point? Anything else that I need to advise people of? P. Cody's got a badass garden, badass everything. Yeah, we like Cody because Cody's got the big garden and everything kind of like we do, except for theirs is a mile better than ours, but we try.
For now.
We try. Hey, we're learning. Every year we learn. This year our garden is 10 times the size as it was last year, so
No, it's a.
if it grows by that exponent again, then we'll talk.
Hey, if you need a red tomato, you have the red tomato too.
You're a red tomato.
This one's fresh
Yeah.
from the garden too.
I will totally use it. I'll use all of them, probably. Well, 2 of them anyway. Okay, let's see. Ryan Howe, we will get you a big, stinky shout out as well. Did I restart? I just... No, I didn't restart. I did breakfast this morning, took a little while off, and now we're making nachos. Another cheesy dish. You might start some IRL in the yard. That'd be dope. I'd love to see some IRL. If you can get your stream to work like out in and amongst your garden, I think that'd be some really cool content. Always stuff to learn with gardening. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Taking full advantage of Shayna's Chefy break. Cheers, Shayna. Thank you so much. Double stream day, exactly. You caught them both. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Well, I can't deny the mistakes we make. Look at the splash. Look at the sploosh over here, guys. Also, I bet that she took that camera, so I'm going to go ahead and shut down that camera that used to be on me whenever I wasn't looking at chat. And turn that off. There we go. So, hey, Thunder Buddy, what's your Cliff's notes on prep method for your chicken? See how you're doing. All right. Chicken's looking good, y'all. I don't know why it's way over there, but here we are. Hi. Let's see. Thank you very much for giving the shout out to Ryan Howe. For anybody not already following Ryan Howe, I really hope you clicked that heart while it was up. If you didn't, take this opportunity right now to go and follow Ryan Howe. Ryan Howe, freaking awesome. I found out that he was a food and drink streamer as well. I had only ever previously caught him playing Fortnite. How did your Wagyu lasagna turn out? What your Wagyu lasagna turn out? He got sold a bill of false goods, and we all discovered some shenanigans on his stream, the last one that we caught. Anyway, he's freaking awesome. Go follow him. Plays Fortnite and cooks badass food. And he actually knows a lot about nutrition especially. I am back. Welcome back, Royce. You back too. I'm so happy to have you. Cliff's notes, don't burn the house. Hell yeah. Yeah, you don't do anything fancy. Okay, so at least tell me what you do with the sauce. Beat the crap out of it with a rubber mallet. That's a healthy start. Lala's gonna be right back. Made black bean burgers. Gonna get a plate. Hell yeah. And then once the shout out recycles, cools down, we definitely need to get Royce a shout out and Lala for sure. Just don't let me forget. I don't care if you do them. I'll totally do them. Just don't let me forget about them because those people are both freaking awesome. Before the shout out occurs, if you want to take this time and click on Mind of Royce or Lala Carpe Diem, they're both freaking awesome. Mind of Royce, a lot of IRL streams, a lot of food and drink streams, and he's doing some really dope charity shit with Darth Verbaka. They're doing they're actually cooking meals for people at the Ronald McDonald House very soon. It's going to be like this dope mac and cheese bar. And did you ever get approval for the desserts? Did you hear back yet? Because they're talking about making a dessert for him as well. Anyway, he's good people for sure. And then as far as Lala goes, I mean, what do you say about Lala? She is about as friendly as anybody I've ever seen, on stream or otherwise. She's real sweet. And what they do is they do IRL streams. They have a boat that they're going to take on this epic journey all up the eastern seaboard and throughout the waterways of the United States, and it's going to be awesome. They're going to live on it. It's a cool project they got going. They've also got a school bus that they're rebuilding into a camper, and they're kind of in the middle of that project right now. So they're just kind of finalizing everything before the epic adventure, but they're really cool people. They do yoga every Sunday. I love Lala. I love Papa Tom. Those people, Papa Tom is Lala's partner, husband, and they're fantastic. And perennial adventurers. They're always doing something. Oh, you are? Cool. You got approval to do the mini cheesecakes? Hell yeah. Mr. Design Cooks, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm sure I've missed some chats, guys, and if I did, feel free to repost it if I skipped something, if I missed something while I was busy smoking pot or shooting shit or actually cooking something. Let me know. Their house is going away in a month, potentially. Boat and bus every day. Lala is awesome. Really good people. Hey, I'm here to tell you, whenever I chat people up, I'm not just blowing smoke. These are people that I watch and I look at their content and I'm like, here's what I like about their content. Here's why you should follow them. They're good people. And if I don't know your content and I don't know you personally, I'll tell them what you do and I'll be like, check them out. But if I say you're good people, that means I believe you're good people. Stoner, you said hi to me 3 times. Sweet. That's right. You said you already made the first one. No, I'll tell you what. It actually has nothing to do with weed. It has everything to do with trying to order the time that's going on the stove, what I can be doing now versus reading chat and trying to reply to everything and keep everybody's topics juggled. Bro, I forget who I do and don't say hi to, and I just don't ever want to be rude, especially to people that show up all the time. Awesome. Thank you for the shout outs. Thank you very, very much. Guys, I don't know if you can hear the background music over the mic. I know that it comes through sometimes. But if you can, this is Randall Shreve, and he just released his new album. I love it. It's a great new album, and we've got to go to his concert for his album release party. It was sweet. That's right. It's real deal. Yeah, and it's just a consequence of what we do, right? It's like food streamers just have to be moving around, which is why I'm really happy about this camera that does all the cool shit as long as it doesn't lose track of me. It's super handy because for all the moving and stuff I do. Sorry if you guys get seasick. I pace. It's an ADD thing. I've always paced. Whenever I'm on the phone, dude, I don't ever sit down. I make people uncomfortable with not sitting down a lot. What we doing to the chicken? Mind of Royce, what we're doing to the chicken is, this is mojo chicken. I've just got it on to, basically this is kind of like a let's do a braise but in a pan. I didn't feel like making the oven hot or the house hot. So I'm braising it in a mojo, and then we'll pull this out and let it rest so that it relaxes, and then we'll shred it up, add these onions to it, and then that'll be one of the toppings for our nachos. It'll be mojo chicken, smoked Colby Jack, smoked pepper jack, lettuce, tomato, onion, jalapeno, avocado, sour cream. You know, all the typical suspects. Plus a 3-year fermented jalapeno hot sauce that is gangster. Yeah, it is great whenever it's, except for whenever it's obsessed with Howie. Pacer stand, work today, but still got 3 1/3 miles. See? This is why we get along. I think we're very much one and the same when it comes to understanding why. When you find somebody that can relate content exactly the way that your brain works, it works. I know that there's a few people that I follow that I really connect with on that super ADD level, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. Hey, dinner with mom. The one, the only dinner with mom. Let's go. Let's go. For anybody not following dinner with mom, that might be the most criminal action that you've done so far. Just kidding. Dinner with mom's awesome though. Great people. Her and Ray always cooking up great stuff. And I'll tell you what, they constantly blow my mind with how efficient they are in the kitchen. Like, They ran catering for a long time, and they've raised a bunch of kids, and they've cooked and cooked and cooked and cooked so long that the pair of them work so well together that they can put together amazing food like that. Every time they get to a 2-hour stream, they're like, "Oh my god, a 2-hour stream! It was so long." But like the rest of us are just getting going at 2 hours because it takes us forever to do anything. So they're freaking awesome. Honestly, one of the most kind, welcoming people on Twitch, and I will say this for dinner with mom. She is as genuinely nice a person as I've probably come across, and that's just because like I was in a kind of an uncomfortable spot whenever we first started streaming because we had real internet issues, not just like the occasional blip, but we had real deal internet issues out here in the beginning, and mom just was like, take a breath, relax, just chill, hang out here, we'll good vibes, cook some food. And she was right. It all worked out in the end, and she's super awesome. I will be forever grateful for her for that. So, follow Dinner with Mom. She's one of the realest. Let's see. Nerd, add Dinner with Mom. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you need a nap after a 2-hour stream. They don't even fight. They're so chill, and that's exactly right. I think part of it is because Ray's perfectly cool with just being like, oh, okay, whatever you say. Like he's just fine. He's so fun, and she's so sweet. The pair of them are like the cutest two, like the cutest duo, for sure. Here we go. Because nobody knows that that's a command, it's something I did like very beginning because Shayna's freaking awesome. Shayna deserves her own command. Y'all making me blush. Mom, I think it might be the booze. Just kidding. Just kidding. But you guys do have an epic bar over there, I will say. I'm envious of your selection. And it's not even like a huge collection. It's just like I only ever have 1 or 2 things at a time. And to see anybody with like, you know, a handful or 10 or whatever, it's like, oh, that's somebody who actually has like a bar. All right, let's go over here and have y'all stop. Stay right there, and I'm gonna go grab a bucket to put the chicken in. And a lid for said bucket. Let's go ahead and put you guys over here on the stove. All right, so now chicken's in the bucket, lid's on, and I'm just gonna let that rest for like a good probably 15 minutes at least before I even think about shredding it, because that'll let it relax, and it'll be a lot easier to shred, it'll be a lot more tender, it'll be a lot more juicy, everything. It does stay on command. Artemis, follow me. Artemis, up. Attaboy. And then I can go stop. And I can tell him to zoom in. Anyway. It's a fun little toy. It does awesome things. My eyes are up here, Artemis. That's right. It's pretty cool. I love it. Exclamation Cam. It has its own command because I think it's so neat, and I think everybody should go get one. Everybody that does food and drink, because it's very useful for people who move around on stream a lot. All right, now. I am going to keep that mojo simmering to reduce, and it'll really intensify the flavor into the onions. Now, let's go ahead, dice up some tomatoes, chop up some lettuce. Over here. RT, the strongest cam in the world. I think I really like that. I think I really like that name. And if you get that reference, high five. How's your back? All right. You still want Mork fingers for Artemis signal? What was the hand signal? Because I know Nenu Nenu, but I don't remember the hand motion affiliated with it. Mork and Mindy was just before my time. Like, it would come on reruns on Nick at Night, but like just before. Are the nachos homemade or you bought them store-bought? The chips I bought store-bought because I'll tell you what, commercially available corn tortillas around here suck. And I don't have a tortilla press, so I didn't feel like individually rolling them out. So corn chips it is. But as soon as I get a tortilla press, I'm going to start making my own chips because it's easy enough to make corn tortillas. You just, whenever, the problem with the commercially available corn tortillas, I think, is that they're all too thick. And whenever you chip them, they're just, I don't know, they're chewy. You can never get them crispy without making them crunchy. There you go. But everything else about the nachos is homemade. We've done the mojo chicken. We made the mojo from fresh fruit, fresh citrus, everything else. It just the chips are bought. So let's do, what were we gonna do? Slice our tomato? Sure, why not? Let's do that. And when you come up, I will send you home with my tortilla press on loan. You hardly ever use it? Really? Really? So the next gift I send out is a press for me. Yeah, they're solid for sure. Thrown now? Heck yeah, I'll take that. Dinner with mom. I'll take that anytime. All right, let's go down on the cutting board. Let's chop up tomatoes. These are garden fresh tomatoes. They are just now starting to ripen. So this will be one of the first turned yellows. Let's see how we did. Still a little firm, still a little green right now, but that's okay. That'll be fine on a nacho. Look at that, y'all. It's not bad. It may not be a little green. They're just firm. It's good. Looks beautiful. All right, come on. Whatever. Good enough. All right, so whenever you want to slice a tomato, if you want to restack it, just remember the order that you sliced it in, because that's how it'll reform a tomato, right? And that'll make it the most stable for whenever you go to dice it. Some diced yellow tomatoes, then a nice garden red tomato. Uh-oh, my blade needs a hit on that stone for show. For show. I'm glad Alice, or Cooking in Wonderland. Cooking in Wonderland, that's right. I got to remember they changed it from Alice in Wonderland. Anyway, I'm glad that Cooking in Wonderland isn't speaking up to degrade how terrible my edge is on my knife currently, because they'd be absolutely right. This blade's seen some abuse while I've been streaming, and it's been a while since I've put an edge on it. Just been honing and honing and honing and ugh. They'd be absolutely right. That's a terrible edge. Look at that squished tomato. Ugh. That makes me want to do it right now. Not proceed any further. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Huh? The tomato is great.
Is it?
My knife edge is horrible right now.
Little man is like a little Houdini. He got out of the bedroom again. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Hey Houdini, why don't you come back to the room with me? I'll restart your movie over so you can have the fun clip that you like.
Let's see. Well, and I usually do always keep them sharp. You can ask anybody in chat. That knife is typically super sharp. It's just got a bad edge on it right now. Typically, it's, and this is better than most people's home knives, but still. That tomato was soft, and I still should have been able to cut it without denting it, and I wasn't able to. Anyway. Ugh. All right. Okay, now. All right, let's see. Haven't tried tortilla chips homemade. Interesting. Did potato chips once on a slab though. Worked great. On a salt slab. Interesting. Shayna sent me a message. Discord, Shayna? Is it something I need to attend to? Or is it just like a reminder? Ask Kyle for a Throne invite so you can make a wish list. All the cool kids are doing it, but it's invite only. I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Anyway. Do I normally keep my knives crazy sharp? Yeah, they usually were. It's like owning a mailbox that doesn't open. Yeah. Started to use a smaller serrated knife. Well, and they're usually sharp enough I don't even have to think twice about it. That's why I don't even. You've never purchased a really good knife? Not yet anyway. Only started cooking this year. I don't blame you. Lumen, I'll give you my knife spiel here in a minute. Yeah, you only need one. Chef's knife is the only great knife you need. The rest just buy whetstone and you got it with any set. Yeah. Had a nice Henckels back in the day. Had no idea how to care for them, and now the set's scattered. Cheap ass 8-inch off Amazon's your favorite. Keep forgetting to use my honing tool, and you even hung it in the damn kitchen. After 9 years of being a chef, which is very short, I've gathered 29 professional knives, but you don't need to do that. I sold all of mine whenever I got out of it. I didn't think I was going back to the kitchen, honestly. Probably have a ton of kitchen stuff available at your partner's house, but haven't taken an inventory yet. Mom and Dad cooked all the time. Should have a decent amount of stuff out there, absolutely. Preliminary taste is that you didn't do terrible. You're off to eat, have a good stream. Okay, thanks Thunder Buddy. Thanks for stopping in, enjoy your meal. Appreciate you. Lost both my parents this year, getting into cooking because I want to keep the recipes alive. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Lumen. Gonna lurk for a bit. Ray is apparently hungry. Okay, thanks for stopping in dinner with Mom. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for the lurk, Thunder Buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, absolutely. And if you, I'll tell you what, if you want to share like some of your favorites, I'd be happy to put my own spin or execution on them. I've done that a couple of times, and it was good fun. I need to create a points redemption for like a meal redemption, but I want to make mine low because, hell, I'd love to make whatever it is y'all like really want to eat, you know? Because here I'm just making what I want to eat, which is always fine. I don't eat bad food. Most of what I eat is pretty dang good. Let me go grab another onion real quick. We'll dice that up. One, two. Hey, you got Fluff in there with you? Okay. Just checking on the location of all three dogs, making sure that everybody came back inside. Yeah, it is definitely time to sharpen this shit. But Cooking in Wonderland did a knife sharpening tutorial, so I'm going to try and apply the things that I learned from their stream and see if I can't put a great edge back on that knife. Hi. Hey, buddy. How are you? Oh.
Sorry.
Nope, you're good. I just didn't want to step on his toes, and I avoided it. We're good. I don't mind him being around. As long as he ain't being angry at me, we're good.
That looks really pretty.
Doesn't it? The red and yellows? I like that. All right, let's slice up a jalapeno.
I mean, we have banana peppers out there too, but they don't look yellow. They just kind of look meh.
All right, now set the jalapenos over there, and then avocado.
You may be going through this a little bit faster than the last time. But it should still fall well within that 2-week time frame. Tucker, stay out of the trash can, please.
Tucker, get out of there. No, that's spicy. You need to wash his hands. He's got jalapeno juice on him.
Both hands or just one?
Just the one. Really? There we go. Little homie got angry.
Right up and stuck his hand in water.
I know, right? He's like, I want to keep the spicy on my hand so when I get sleepy later it burns.
Into my eyeball.
It burns when I rub my eyes. Where's the bowl of shredded cheese for little chef? Give me just a second. I see that I'm well behind in chat. Let me. Big fat spoon went through the peel of the danged avocado. Danged those spoon. These avocados were a little firm. That's why we only got one. I'd really rather have a couple of avocados for the big old pan of nachos, but that was the only halfway decent one I could find.
You started it. You started it.
All right, there we go. Diced avocado. Now, hey little man, what's up? Let me chop this lettuce and then I'll be done chopping stuff, and all we have to do is build nachos, and we can do that one-handed. Hang out with little chef. Rowdy, go lay down. Hold, please.
I know I can do one thing and it get in the bedroom in 5 seconds.
A little help.
Got you? I got you? Hey, 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 absolutely not. No, sir. No, sir. Here. Oh yeah, no, this is for you, bud. Here, this is for you to play with. That is your gourd. Your gourd. That's your gourd. Yes, sir. You ready to go get you thirsty? Next time I see you, he'll be asleep.
Well, hang on just a sec.
Oh.
I said hang on until I'm done with the lettuce.
Oh, no, I missed that. I'm sorry.
Alright, so there's all our veg chopped up, ready to go for our nachos. We'll probably end up using the rest of that lettuce because we're going to make a big pan of nachos, and that's not nearly enough. But we'll go ahead, move our board, bring little chef aboard. Tucker. Tucker. All right, now then, let's go here, get caught up on chat while we hang out. Let's go.
Daddy wants to see you for a minute. Go see Daddy. Here I am, Daddy.
Hey, buddy. Come here. You don't want to say hi? Guess not?
I gave him
Hey,
the stick code.
you don't want to say hi?
Yeah.
Oh, that's different, isn't it? All right, let's see. Oh, jeez.
That's okay. That's his board to do with what he wants.
Let's see. Last thing I saw was Alkaline go lurk. Oh, Shayna said we can help and then gave the Discord. Thank you very much, Shayna. Let's see. 1 out of 4 parents left, and my grandma will hopefully be 99 in October. 99. Why do you feel like an ass? Grandma made it to 96. Hell yeah. Got an electric whetstone from your brother-in-law. What is an electric whetstone? I've never heard of any such critter. Amazing to carry on the food. Yes, 2 remaining women are my cook teachers, and I love to ping my grandma for advice, even fake advice. She enjoys it. Hey, you don't see that little kid there with a sleepy face? That's you, bro. We have a great guy at our farmer's market that sharpens them for a real good price and does a great job. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know what? I think now that you mention it, I think there may be at the Webb City Farmers Market. Nah, I can't remember if I saw a sharpening guy there or not. Anyway. All right, well, that was his high and by. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Go on. Oh my God. Anyway, Grandma was the baker in the family. Let's see. Ryan House said, have I ever tried cooking with a salt slab? Not sure it became really popular, but it's a flat piece of all salt used as a cooking plate. You can actually put one right on your stovetop. I feel like it was a fun kitchen tool, but not very practical. I've never heard of any such thing. Huh. Grandma was a baker in the family. She had some killer recipes. I recently made the same yeast rolls that she always had for us every time we visited. Learned how much work it really is. You know what? It gets to be less work, honestly. Bread making I've found really gets a whole lot easier once you get used to it, because after a few executions of just doing it over and over, it becomes muscle memory almost, and it becomes something that you do really quick, just like anything else. So don't get too downhearted. I know that especially if you just started cooking, it can all seem super overwhelming, but it all really becomes second nature. Half the stuff I make, there's no recipes, no rhyme or reason. I just make it up on the spot because that's what I feel like eating, and I feel like it'll work, and it always does. But that's just experience, and you'll get there. Let's see. Cheese is the answer to everything. Cheese always works. Agreed. Tucker might not need more cheese if Mom wants him to poop. Some toddlers. Thank you very much for the routing command. If you ever get hit by your edible and just go on an ADHD, edibles don't work for me. Sometimes I do a fair amount of stream skipping. Try to pop in everywhere, but then I get sucked in. Exclamation Tucker. Thank you very much. Big faker right there. Right? He was so upset for like 2 seconds. And then he was like, oh wait, we're going in here. Okay, this is fine. All right, so check it on the onions that have reduced in the mojo, or that the moja has reduced with the onions. Those are our onions. Those are going to go into our chicken. Our chicken's probably good to shred now. It's been over there chilling while we chopped all our veg. So here's our chicken that we braised in that mojo. Let's go over to the board here. Well, there's no board, but you can see. So here's the chicken. Yeah, see, it just shreds apart. Nice and easy. Yeah, you have no problem sharpening your knives, but you like to support local guys where you can. That's awesome, Royce. See, I told y'all, Royce is a good dude. I actually really enjoyed that market stream that I caught that one time. You've got a great farmer's market up there. See, and I'll admit, I do have a problem sharpening my own knives. The whetstones, I've never gotten the angle right, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes they come out and they're razor sharp. Sometimes they come out and they're sharp enough to do the job, but not as sharp as I'd like them. Honing, I'm great with. And that seems to be the problem that most people have issues with. But whetstoning is honestly where I get screwed up. But I watched Cooking in Wonderland stream. They did a brief knife sharpening tutorial at the end, and we'll give it a shot. repetition of any recipe is the way to improvements, for sure. Does anybody know, like, shit, I don't remember where I was going with that. That idea was headed somewhere else, and then I got hung up in the music in my head, and then I was like, nope, that idea's gone. And as you guys can tell, it's still super juicy. Look, look. Squish juice, right? So it's still super duper juicy chicken. All right. Think we got it all. Yeah. There's no pieces too big left over, so here we go. Let's add let me grab a slotted spoon. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add in these onions that have been in that reduced mojo. All right, now mix that in. And yeah, those onions did make this bowl significantly hotter, but whatever. What's some burns amongst friends? All right, so taste for seasoning. It's good. Nice and citrusy. Got a good tart kick. Man, it's good. I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt, but I think that's all we need. This is kind of bang on where we want it. Let's see. Oh, thank you again for giving a shout out to the Mind of Royce. Much appreciated. As ever. All right. There we go. That chicken's gonna make fire ass nachos. Hell yeah. Oh, that's gonna be good. All right, guys. Now, when we make a plate of nachos around here, we don't mess around. Plate who? Plate what? What's a plate? This is a plate, right? It's a bear-sized plate. Charges a whopping $3 a piece if you have 5 or more knives. That's awesome. Whetstone is a skill. It takes forever. Dad had one, and his buck knife was always perfect. Much regret you didn't pay attention to that technique. Exactly, right? You just learned growing up on the lakes. We have to use whetstones to sharpen our good lure hooks. Why don't I shred with tools? I don't like having to pull it apart with forks. I like to let it get to a temperature where I can manage it with my paws, because the mitts, I don't know, the mitts are just, it's easier to just take it and shred it with your hands like this than it is to try and get two forks to pull it apart without shredding it up too fine. And then it gets all hung up in the tines of the forks, and then you got to clear them off. And I'll tell you what, I got these, and I ain't even mad at somebody who gave them to me, because these were given to me as a gift. I was tempted to get them myself. Those suck ass. These don't shred anything. They only make you feel cool, like you're Wolverine or some shit. They're a stupid dude gadget, but they suck. You know what? You want to know the easiest, honest to God, the easiest way to shred chicken if you want it just done is if you have a stand mixer, put a paddle attachment in there, and that chicken will shred like that. Hammer over here shredding with my paws. Oh, this is a trick too. Parchment paper has a tendency to curl, and it's a pain to get it to lay flat. I think Shayna taught me this via Mrs. Ruby, but it's a great trick, and I will never not do it again. But you take it and you wad it up like that. Then whenever you uncrumple it, it'll just lay whatever direction you put it, because it'll just follow the folds that are all there. It doesn't care what direction it goes. Isn't that brilliant, guys? Like, it's noisy, but it's brilliant. Let's see. You hate touching chicken, 2 forks for you. Damn it, you were backup wife number 1. You can't touch fried chicken. Heck yeah, a cookie sheet. Yeah, exactly, right? I always make too damn many nachos. There's no such thing. There's no, yeah, exactly, Mr. Design Cooks. There's no such thing. Just people who are too skinny. Don't know if too many, exactly. You consent to, yep. We're all on the same page here. No such thing as too many nachos. Bought the bear paws for my dude, and they are lame. Exactly, right? They're terrible. And I'm not even mad, because I wanted them. Like, I'm down with that as a gift, but God, they suck. You can see the ad for that one slice your meat like Wolverine. Right, how you gotta grunt like Tim the Tool Man. PGG, what's up? What is going on? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me get the camera up here and say hi. Thank you so much for joining me and bringing your little community and your friends and family along. How was your stream? What were y'all getting up to today? All right, people, for anybody not already following Pretty Good Gaming, you definitely need to, because PGG does a lot of IRL stuff, a lot of food and drink stuff, and I will admit, sometimes watching PGG can feel like a bit of an acid trip, because there's all kinds of shit going on in the background, but they are such great people. I admire them both dearly for their personalities. They are fucking beautiful. Yeah, absolutely go follow them. They're super cool. Do all kinds. They get to all kinds of stuff. Going to cons, going to beaches, going to just everywhere. They go all over the place and have a blast. The energy in that room is brilliant too. You were supposed to pole dance today, but it was canceled, so you signed and won. Oh, that's right. They also do ASL, American Sign Language lessons, and drink wine and sign. It's great. They're such cool people. We're doing nachos, fam, and you guys showed up just in time. Thank you so much for bringing your friends and family along. I genuinely appreciate it. Nice Axe shirt. Thank you very much. This is a This is a secret invite-only event that happens every year. Secret, very loosely termed, but you definitely have to be invited. But it's basically here's what it is. The Woodsman, it's called the Woodsman Cup, and it is an off-road motorcycle race through the woods and a camping weekend, and the only rules to this motorcycle race are no off-road motorcycles, no knobbies. So you got like Harleys, crotch rockets, scooters, Groms, pit bikes, pull starts, everything ripping through the woods all weekend. It is a riot. Vintage bikes, it's hilarious. It is so much fun. There's a 2-story like bouncy castle. It's catered. I actually catered it last year, last December. That was fun. I catered the event last year, and then so it's catered. There's bands. It's a blast. Open bar, camping, cookout, hang, great time. Right there in Florida on the river in the middle of December when everywhere else is cold and it's beautiful in Florida. Dude, it's perfect. The Tool Man was old school funny. Actually loved the show. Yeah, like old school Tim the Tool Man. Yeah. All right. You want a bouncy castle? Sprocket, I want you to have a bouncy castle. Seriously. I want that content. I want Sprocket in a bouncy castle. You heard open bar. I'm in. Son sent me a video of him racing in the Mattia, and watch at 10 minutes, Mom, where I could recover from a spin out. All right, so let's go back down onto the board and we'll build these nachos up real quick. All right, step 1 of making nachos is this right here. This is a very, 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 very important step. This is the difference between good nachos and bad nachos. So, we've got some cheese that we grated fresh. We don't use bag cheese because bag cheese has the starches on it, what do they call them? Anti-caking agents. It's usually just cornstarch or potato starch one. But anyway, it's got that starch on it. It's got less flavor, and typically, if you buy a block cheese, it's cheaper per ounce than shredded cheese, and then you just grate it yourself. So, this is the critical step to differentiate between good and bad nachos. We've got smoked Colby Jack cheese here going on, and we're going to do a cheese layer straight on the chips, just like this. All right, and then this is smoked pepper jack right here. And just in case they happen to watch this back, once again, I want to thank the sisters for their gift of like 10 pounds of smoked cheese. It was 8, but still, that's a lot of smoked cheese. We have made great use of them all weekend long. We got one more stream at least to do with them tomorrow. So there we go. Bunch of cheese right there on top of the chips. Now, I'm going to take this, pop it in the oven. This is the critical step. Take this, pop it into the oven, and then we're going to set our temperature up. It's a cold oven right now. It's not preheated. I want to put them in cold. So that what we do is we get the cheese to melt before the chips start to get any crunchier. Since our chips are already cooked, we don't want to burn our chips. We don't mind crispier chips that have a little bit of a char to them, but we don't want to flat out burn our nachos, right? So that is the critical thing, and I'll tell you why it's a critical thing is because it's what it does is that cheese is going to melt over the chips, and then it's going to create like a raincoat layer for all of the wet ingredients that go on top so that they don't sog up your chips. Your chips should stay crispy. Even next day, these nachos should still be pretty crunchy. That you're not going to end up with a soggy ass mess of nachos. It's going to keep everything nice and crunchy for you. Everything's going to stay layered nicely. It's the perfect way to do this. Oh, thank you so much for giving a shout out to my absolute favorite Canadian, Sprocket. How are you? It's great to see you. Imagine a bouncy castle stream. It'd be so fun. You loved Alan's last show, Last Man Standing. Miata. Oh, Miata, okay. It's the same price for me if you don't factor in the starch. You hate grating cheese more than life, but it's better cheese. Look, even if it's the same price, you're ending up with a superior product. But around here anyway, is usually at least a little bit cheaper per ounce than shredded cheese. Lala says cheese. Good move. Thank you very much. Lost a person about 18 hours ago. You're gonna go look some more. Hugs, bye, but you're on lurk. Okay, well, thank you so much. Go find your person. Man has got this. Yes, indeed. Pre-bake the bottom. Never done that. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Love it. Hate soggy chips on the bottom. 100%. Damn, chef, where you been? Where have I been? I don't know. The only time chips should be a little soggy is if you're making chilaquiles. Agreed. Well, fuck, now I'm hungry and I gotta go make chilaquiles. We may do a chilaquile stream. Whenever we start making our own chips, we'll do a chilaquile stream. Because I like to have a little bit thicker of a chip for chilaquiles so that you got time to eat them before the red sauce completely annihilates them. I mean, you've always got that perfect texture whenever they're fresh, but I want to see if I can make a chip just slightly thicker to where it tastes just as good fresh as it does at the last bite. That's what I want. Con pollo y salsa verde, por favor. Yep, yep. Yeah, so basically that's what you're doing is you're taking the cheese and you're melting it over the chips so that it creates a layer, just a raincoat, so to speak, so that your soggy stuff doesn't sog up your chips. It's brilliant. It works great. Maybe the commercial tortillas are good for that. I've tried it. They're too thin for that. They're too thick to be a good chip. They're too thin for chilaquiles because here's the problem is they're still chewy, right? Like maybe I need to ramp up my fryer oil, but here's the problem is I've made tortilla chips at a billion restaurants and they always fry them at 350. So why wouldn't I fry them at 350? But it's almost like they need to be fried at a higher temperature because they get chewy rather than crispy, crunchy rather than crispy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too blanco for corn tortilla chips right now. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty authentically brown whenever it comes to Mexican food because I make a lot of legit Mexican food. I can't wait to get back to Mexican food. Y'all don't understand. I know you haven't seen me make a lot of Mexican food on stream yet, but believe me, it's coming. You haven't seen me do it a lot because Puck Bunny, right around the same time that I started streaming, she asked me one night, I was like, what do you want to eat? And she's like, I don't know, just please not Mexican again. Because I will eat Mexican all the freaking time. So I've given her this, 7 or 8 month hiatus without a whole lot of Mexican food. But it's coming. I make loads of Mexican. I love Mexican food. It's my favorite. Your husband went out for dinner. You're a little peeved. Well, doesn't feel very fair. There you go, make him cook. If I go out to eat at work, I cook for the missus. There you go. That's actually it's a solid plan. Sprocket, sit there and coach him. Even if he says, I don't know how to cook, like make him do it. Just be like, hey, get your ass in there. and make me a pie. We both love Mexican multiplies. Yes. Great. Great. You guys are going to enjoy it then, because it's going to happen a lot. Especially now we've got a lot of tomatillos in the garden. Dude, a lot of tomatillos means a lot of salsa verde, and I can't wait to make green enchilada sauce and salsa verde and all of the fun, delicious things that you can make with tomatillos. That's going to be great. Girlfriend runs a Mexican restaurant and her store is next to yours, so, you know. Ugh, jealous? That just makes me happy. Love green sauces. Nice. Man's bought himself dinner and 2 beers. Boo! You used to always cook, but then you got sick and your husband won't let you anymore. Takes a lot out of you to cook. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Call me Hedgie. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can't brain my way around that. Because look, if you're not allowed to, then I won't waste my time. You know, if it's something you don't even want to attempt to do, if it's not worth the energy, I understand. I don't know what your affliction is. I'm sorry that you are so afflicted. But, oh, cancer really does take a toll. Okay, well, the big C, that's it. Son of a bitch. I'm really sorry to hear that, Hedgie. But what if we can make something, because I can think of a few things off the top of my head where daily the steps are small, and in the end the dish is really good. Would they let you do that? Like, just daily you do like a couple of little things to it and then you let it rest. Like day 1 you make a marinade and you let it rest. Day 2 you roast it or whatever. It's like, if we can do it in small increments, is that a doable thing? Because I'd be happy to do a stream where we do one dish over the course of the weekend and we can break it down into tiny bits. And what I'll do is like a tiny bit at one, and then I'll make just a quick dish or something. And then we'll do a tiny bit on day 2, and then I'll make another separate quick dish, and then we'll wrap it on day 3. I'd be down for that, honestly. You can tell him step by step, but you can't even cut a pickle without him freaking out at you. It's official. You did break. Ugh, Sprocket, I'm sorry. Fuck. That sucks. Ooh. Melty cheese, let's go. I don't know why I took my towel out of the way. I need to set it on there. Alright, now here is our melty cheese bed on which everything else will be built. This is a foundation for nachos. Will it go? Yeah, it did. That's a proper nacho foundation. Nacho foundation. And here's another thing is you want to put your layering whenever you're making your nachos, whatever your wettest layer down that you're going to cook, put that first, because you want that up against the cheese so that your cheese doesn't congeal and get too rubbery. That moisture will help, even though your cheese will act as a raincoat and keep that from getting to the chip, the moisture of that layer will help to keep your cheese pliable and soft while you consume it, so it doesn't just seize up like one big solid thing, right? Let's see. A little chicken there, a little chicken here, chicken there, chicken everywhere, chicken. And then I think that's all we're cooking, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this back in the oven now for just like a few minutes. just to crunch everything up, make sure that chicken's nice and hot. Ouch. Yeah. The doctors are hopeful for you because you're still youngish, but your husband says, no, you save all your energy so you can fight this. Well, and he's got a fair point. You know? Like, if your doctors are optimistic and you stand a chance, he's got a point. Like, let's save all your energy for the shit that counts, and then whenever you're over it, you can open up a damn restaurant if you want. You know what I mean? Holy nachos, right? Like, that's gonna be a big old plate of nachos. And then all this extra chicken, this is perfect for chicken tacos. You take this and toss it on a flour tortilla with some green chilies and some sour cream, and that's a wrap, bud. You can add a bunch more shit to it, but that's all it needs. It doesn't really need anything, but a flour tortilla, sour cream, green chilies, chopped green chilies, done. Call it. This is delicious for tacos. Make enchiladas or whatever you want to with it. That chicken is fire. That is so good. Let's see. We're definitely going to need to chop the rest of this lettuce because that is a big old pile of nachos. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Excuse me, Jade. Okay, let's see here. Let me get caught up, see if I'm missing anything. Yeah, you were a cooking streamer and you were editing a cookbook of your family recipes, but that's all stopped now. Enchiladas, yes please. Right? It's only a big pile till you taste the smoked cheese, and I think it's gonna go fast. You're probably not wrong. Right, enchiladas, let's go. Looking at nachos. Thinking, yeah, we'll let them go a little bit longer before we pull them. Mexican is your all-time favorite comfort food? Same here. Same here. Like Mexican and Italian is.
Done. Done. No more.
It's only a big pile of cheese, smoked cheese. Yeah, okay, we already did that. Enchiladas, Jade, yes. Same, yum. Yep. Cuban has become one of my comfort foods as well, though. Mojo has stole my heart. Like, legit. And that's a Cuban thing. I know that it appears in Mexican cuisine as well, but first time I learned to make a proper mojo for a mojo pork and made a proper Tampa Cuban with proper mojo pork. Oh, forget about it. It was game over at that point. I was sold. Same, man. Hey, Karmic Bob. Good evening. How are you, sir? Welcome in. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for joining. Time for a little weed. According to Shayna, it's time for a Chefy break. Shayna, not one for being wrong very often. Tex-Mex is really good, but if you have authentic homemade Mexican available, everything made from scratch with love, it's fire. Yeah, you're not wrong, Lumen. My absolute favorite Mexican dish of all time is called cochinita pibil. Most people have never had it. Most people have never heard of it. But it's a great, it comes out of like the Yucatan Peninsula, like Oaxaca area. It's kind of like a barbecued pork, but it's nowhere near sweet. It's just its own flavor. It's a slow roasted, spicy, old school Mexican pork, and it is so good. Shayna, mojo pork. Mojo pork is, we made it the other day for the medianoches. Yeah, I made some mojo pork the other day. It was that pork that we covered with basically that same marinade that we just did for the chicken. We covered it, and then we topped it off with just a big fat layer of onions, and then roasted it in the oven for like 3 hours. So that's the pork that is mojo. Oaxacan is delicious. Sweating from this bacon stir fry you made. Chopped up a whole jalapeno in it, and there are mushrooms that sucked all that jalapeno juice up. Woo! Hell yeah. Bacon stir fry, let's go. That sounds awesome. Al pastor is awesome. Al pastor is freaking great. Al pastor is great. Al pastor actually contains a lot of the similar ingredients as cochinita pibil. Cochinita pibil leans away from the sweet and towards the spicy, where al pastor leads towards the sweet and away from the spicy, with the pineapple and all that stuff. So they're both fantastic, but cochinita pibil happens to be my personal favorite. The endless string cheese. Now you want Mexican for dinner tonight? Yeah, we all need a little Mexican for dinner. All right, pull in the nachos. Clear a landing space. We'll take that break here in just a sec, Shayna. I know you always say at my convenience, and I appreciate that. So I will take it, but it's time to pull the nachos. We definitely don't want to overdo those because that's dinner. All right, y'all, check this. Whenever it goes down there. There you go. All right, got some nice char going on this. Let's grab our stovetop cam. And then let's go to the stovetop cam. You guys can see nice little charry bits that are going on. Don't want to wait too long because I don't want to get it cold. So there's that. Okay. Now let's grab our lettuce. We may actually not have needed to shred that lettuce, but that's okay. We can use shredded lettuce a billion different ways. Make salads out of it, sandwiches, whatever. More nachos, tacos. You know, the huge. All right, now we've got our garden fresh red and yellows, tomatoes. And we'll do the onion last. Let's get our jalapeno slices. diced avocado. All right, there's diced avocado, some onions. Let's actually do a few more tomatoes. All right, now let's grab some sour cream. And I'm out of squeeze bottles, so I won't get to do any fancy pants patterns or anything, unfortunately. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Arroz con pollo, wet burritos. Ooh, hey, Hedgie, you know what a wet burrito is? Where are you from? Almost everyone that I know that knows what a wet burrito is from a very specific area. And everybody that doesn't know what a wet burrito is, but knows what the dish is, calls it an enchilito. I make wet burritos all the time. It's one of my absolute favorites. Like, it's super Tex-Mex and very not authentic, but I freaking love them. All right, got us a nice little bit of sour cream here. Hey, no, Tucker, oh no. There's sour cream down it. God dang it. hang on. It's just sour cream, buddy. Don't panic. Hey, stop.
What happened? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. He reached up for something and I tried to stop him and the sour cream shot down his sleeve. Like straight down his sleeve. Didn't even hesitate. Sorry.
Out at the trash can. Hope to God you didn't touch anything else spicy there and you wiped it all over your face if you did.
All right, and then we're just gonna do a few little drops of the old Padres hot sauce for a nice little splash of color, and then I'll let everybody determine how spicy they want it, but it looks pretty. There you go. All right, let's get a little flyover going. Grab my stove cam, flip it on around, and we'll go to the stove cam. Guys, look at this. Look at this mountain of nachos here. What? Let me get to where I'm not going to shadow the light whenever I go over it here.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. the Endless Ultra Nacho Tray. So there you go. Them's nachos. No fajitas. Why no fajitas? Haven't had out fajitas since home ones are meh. Oh, Shayna, we can fix home ones. Hey, get out of there. Go. Go on. Go on. Thank you. We can fix your home ones being meh. The ones that I make are, I don't know, I prefer them to go in to get them. I never get fajitas out because they're just not as good as whenever I make them. All right. Let's see. That looks so good. That's my guy. There you go. Hell yeah. Making slamming nachos, indeed. Really nice fajita recipe. PGG. It's all good. We were signing and whining while you were doing the lounge. Rated into here, and now you're just vibing. Word, word. All in the marinade, quality of protein, charcoal grill. You want that sizzle. Okay, I want this. Should post some photos in Discord, take a lot of pictures. Yes, you should post a photo in our Discord, absolutely. Dice parchment, yeah, it's parchment underneath, yes sir. Sorry to hear about your health, best of luck with your recovery. Since you mentioned you did cooking streams, found your Insta, you make some amazing pasta dishes, very nice work. Ooh, nice. I'll have to check that out. Nachos are looking fire, thank you so much. Shout out for Call Me Hedgie, yeah. Mexican place near me that does a wet burrito. It's a beast. Hell yes. Costa Vida does wet burritos now for free? What? Oh, they just upgraded to a wet burrito for free. Awesome. Okay, PGG's got to head out. Thank you for coming in, PGG. Thanks so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Let's see. Thank you so much. Wet burrito. Yeah, enchilada style, exactly. Wanted to raid India, but my PC was being a major. See you next Australian. Oh, no worries, Wonderland. Oh, there we go. Wonderland came in. Hell yes. Thank you so much, Shayna, for the shout out. Guys, I'm getting caught up in chat. I'm sorry. It took me a while to build these nachos. Baby, if you want to dig in, go ahead. You're good for now? All right. Let me snap a picture. Bang. And there. Looking pretty. All right, cool. Let's see. Beer nachos would be fucking flowers my enemy gets everywhere. Let's see, what am I saying? Sour cream, the nemesis. I always feel like I need to pipe it in. New squeezable packs. Solution, you have no kitchen space so you can't use it. For now anyway. Squeezable sour cream is the best thing ever. Upside down ketchup. Yeah, I hate upside down ketchup though, because if it gets even vaguely warm from refrigerator cold, it like shoots the ketchup out the end. Unless you have one of those stupid reverse pressure ones, and then you have to like squeeze it like holy shit, you can't get 3 drops of ketchup. You're gonna have to have a flood of ketchup in the beginning. I know it seems silly to some, but the note about fermented hot sauce adds so much flavor. Exactly. Kind of hard. You're handsome, but yeah, Tucker's super. He's the prettiest person in my family by far. Pretty baller chef. Thank you very much. You feel like you're exploring a cityscape of deliciousness. Looks amazing. Tower of deliciousness. Hell yeah. Puck Bunny. I'll DM you, Sprocket. Makeshift smoker caught fire, bro. It was a bad time. You felt like Tucker a minute ago. Uh-oh, your makeshift cold smoker caught fire? Do tell. Everything okay? Okay, take it easy, PGG. Thank you very much, Wonderland. I will survive as long as I know. Oh, wait, hang on. Here we go. Let's get y'all up here. Say hey. at an eye level now. Yeah, there we go. Haha, I guess if I'm using ketchup, you want a big squirt. But how do you put it on a burger bun? That's my problem, right? Is it like dressing a hot dog? Dude, dressing a hot dog, those ketchup lids bother me so much because like you get the mustard and you go in a nice little S and it's like a pretty little squiggle. Then you get the ketchup and you try to do the same thing and you end up with and then you like sprint down the bun for the rest of it. Ugh. Anyway, I digress. Let's try these nachos. All right, just the chicken and cheese for this one.
No. Tucker, no. Sorry, I got it. I didn't want him to put sour cream all over.
More sour cream all over himself. Just the cheese and chicken alone. I gotta say. It's really good. So, the smokiness that brings to the party almost makes it taste like you just smoked a mojo chicken, that's an awesome flavor combo. Here, let's get one with a fair bit of stuff on it. Why is it so dark?
Filter, but it makes the kitchen look good.
Yeah, but why is it? It's like super dark. You know,
because they prepared. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Is there like a night mode of any kind?
dude, I don't know. Well, it's the end of the stream, so at least there's that. It's gonna need, so they are slightly dry. I think if I were doing it again, I'd have made a queso layer. Just to kind of wet up some of the bottom, because chicken is a little bit dry, a little bit drier than some of the other stuff that I'll use. Not the chicken is dry, it's just chicken as a protein in general is drier than like ground beef that has a lot of fat to it, right?
What'd you get, bud? What'd you pull out? Did you pull off some of your gourd? Did you peel off some of your gourd?
Alright, let's grab
don't put it in your mouth.
Tomatoes, jalapeno, avocado.
Let me see.
Let's grab all the toppings. Look, the flavor's on point, guys.
Let me see. Is it onion?
Mmm.
Ow! Ow!
Mmm.
Is this onion?
Mmm. You know what? When you get some avocado on there, it's not dry at all. That avocado really creams everything up. Yeah, this is good, and I'm gonna spare your ears and depart here pretty soon. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. But there's nachos. Smoked Colby Jack, smoked pepper jack, mojo chicken and onions. You know what? Ruby raided us a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. We're going to raid Ruby. How about that? Let's do it. There's the raid command if you want to copy and paste that. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. We'll be back tomorrow with a menu that is known as red, white, and cheesed. Not sure what that means just yet, but it'll probably be some sort of burger. Thank you all for showing back up. I'm sorry if I missed anything here at the end. It's just time to cut. He's done with it. I'm done with it. We gonna raid. Thank you. You're all beautiful. Mwah. Shayna is amazing. You're all amazing.